Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. So for today's video, I'm actually really excited because we're going to be trying out TikTok makeup hacks. Wow, I can't talk. We're going to be trying out TikTok makeup hacks, but not just any TikToker, not just any person. We're going to be trying out Pouty. That's his name on TikTok, and he has honestly been going viral all over TikTok. His videos have like 10 million views, 16 million views, things like that. So I figured why not try out some TikTok hacks, and he has some interesting things to say about makeup. So I'm like, you know what? Let me film a video using all of his techniques and see how I like my face. Okay, so we're gonna start off with primers. So let's watch this video together.
I'm about to say something so controversial. Makeup primer is a waste of your money. There are very few primers that I genuinely believe in, and those are basically supercharged moisturizers. That's it. I've only worked on very few people who genuinely need a primer. As long as you're doing skin prep before your makeup, you don't need primer. If you're using a moisturizer, a serum, an oil, an SPF, you really don't need primer. It's unnecessary and you're wasting your money for nothing.
Wow. Okay. You guys already know my favorite primer in the entire world is my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Girl, it looks dusted, busted, and crusted, but this is literally my favorite primer on the planet, and he's telling me that it is a waste of money. Girl, I want to use my primer so bad, but we're not going to use it. So I already did my skin prep off camera. I just applied my moisturizer, all that good stuff, so it's nothing to see. But I'm really shocked at the fact that he said don't use primer. So we're gonna bypass that and go right into the next one. I'm really kind of nervous about not using primer. Okay, so we're gonna go into the next one. I've seen this setting spray hack that he has, and I'm like, I really want to try that. So let's go ahead and see what he has to say about this one.
Do you find that your setting spray doesn't actually do anything for your makeup? I'm gonna teach you a quick 3-layer hack to help with that. So the first thing you wanna do after prepping your skin is go in with your first layer of setting spray. Yeah, before your foundation. After the setting spray is dried, you want to go in with your foundation, your concealers, your creams, anything like that. Then you're going to spray another layer before you powder it. Then after you finish your makeup, you've done all your powders, your bronzers, your eyes, everything like that, you're going to go in with your final layer of setting spray. And this will keep your makeup on for hours, if not the whole day.
Okay, so for setting spray lately, I have been loving, it's all dirty, y'all. I'm so gonna clean her out. It's so dirty, but I have been loving my Rare Beauty setting spray. As you guys can see, it is basically gone. This is the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist setting spray. So I'm gonna use this. It says to shake well before I use it, and then I'm gonna spray it. And then he says to, I just got that in my mouth. He says to let it dry, so I'm just gonna take my fan and just let it dry. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like, okay, we just gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep all my thoughts until the end. So yeah, let's just keep going. So that was my first layer of setting spray. So now I need to go in with my foundation. And he does have a recommended video on here for his top 5 foundations for dry skin, which I do have. So let's watch this video.
Here are my top 5 favorite foundations for dry skin as a professional makeup artist. Coming in at number 1 is our drugstore foundation. We have the L'Oreal Pro Glow. Up next is a professional favorite and one of the most slept on foundations you will ever buy, the RCMA Cream Foundation.
I've never tried this. Have you guys tried this foundation?
Such a huge range of shades.
I've never tried it.
Would it be a video of mine without me recommending something from Fenty? The Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Foundation. Let's bring in a cult classic, the lovely NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. And last but not least, the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Like for part 2.
Okay, so I have 2 out of the 5 foundations that he recommended. I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty foundation, but first I'm going to go in and just color correct and just kind of even out my skin tone, and then I'm going to apply my foundation on top. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty in the shade 350. In the original, I'm in the shade 360, so yeah, I'm just gonna go in. Ooh, this looks like it might be not my right shade right now for the season, but we're gonna see. So I'm gonna just go and blend that in. Oh no, it's perfect. I love this foundation. I haven't used it in a minute, and I don't know why I haven't used it. Kind of annoyed with myself. This foundation feels so good on my skin. I totally forgot about this foundation. There's been so many new foundations that I haven't even bothered picking this one up, but I'm definitely gonna start using it again because I love it and it's so hydrating on my skin. Wow, I'm actually really here for it. So far, so good. I love this foundation. All right, so now that I have my foundation on, the most exciting part that I'm looking forward to is this concealer situation. So I'm super excited where he basically like talks about how you, instead of placing your concealer in a downward triangle, try just placing it here and here to like make your eye look a little bit lifted. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's watch his video on it.
Do you do your concealer like this and you find it's dragging your face down? Let me show you how to help with that. The reason I'm not a fan of the triangle shape under the eye is because it emphasizes the lowest point of the cheek way too much, in my opinion. So I'm going to show you my preferred method, and also the benefit of this one is that it lifts the face. This is a shape I want you to try. The reason I take it onto the side of the nose is that it gives the nose a natural contour. So I'm going to blend this out and show you the difference. So as you can see, there is a clear difference. This eye is much more lifted and the highlight isn't on the main focal point of the cheek. Whereas this one here, while yes, everything's covered and everything, the highlight is right here. There is a lot of product sitting right on the cheek as opposed to under the eye and lifting the face. Try this out and let me know how you go.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna apply my Kevyn Aucoin concealer in the shade SX08. And let me see, where's the cap? I'm actually just gonna use the cap. This is gonna be more than enough concealer because this concealer is so full coverage. So I'm gonna take that, and he takes it right here. And then also he places it here. Right, is that how he does it? Yeah, he places it here and on the side of his nose. So that's what I'm gonna do. I wish they sold this concealer still at Sephora, but they don't, which sucks. I'm gonna take this Morphe brush. This is a Morphe M536 brush, and I'm gonna use this to kind of just blend everything in. I don't like this. It's giving me texture. So I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and blend it in, starting from here. And just blend all of this in. Wow, I can actually definitely see a difference because I feel like my face just looks more like brought up versus normally when I put my concealer on, all of this just looks super duper highlighted. And I'm so used to my entire face, like all of this right here, I'm so used to it being like super bright and just like highlight right there. I feel like it's wrong. Like I feel like I don't like it, but I know that it looks good. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more concealer just because I just want a little bit of a fuller coverage. Okay, so after adding a second layer of concealer, now I can see what he was talking about, because at first I couldn't really see it, maybe because I don't know if I blended my concealer in way too much or what, but I couldn't really see what he was talking about. But now that I've added this 2 layers, I can definitely see like the fact that my skin just looks definitely more lifted. I look more awake. I actually really love it. Wow, I'm definitely gonna start doing my concealer like this because I like it so much better than doing it the other way. So I'm gonna blend this one out too. So I'm gonna warm up my skin a little bit using my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation in the shade Cocoa. When you're doing your bronzer, you want to make sure that you're not bringing it more in than the outer corner of your eye. So always keep that in mind when you are doing bronzer or blush or anything like that. Okay, so before I move on, he has one about the lips, like how to make the lips look more pouty. So I want to do that one too. But I think you have to do it like under your foundation or with your foundation. So let's see.
Do you want the appearance of lip filler without actually getting filler? Let's do it. First things first, with a cream contour, you're gonna outline your lips. Yeah, underneath your foundation. Just like that. Now you're not gonna blend this and you're gonna go over it with a very light layer of foundation. Already they look so much bigger. Also, I really should have shaved this. Now you're gonna overline your lips. After you've done this, you're gonna fill it in with a very similar lipstick color. Then with a lighter lipstick that complements the color, you're gonna go only in the center. Now to put on your favorite translucent gloss. Mine is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But not everywhere. We're doing it very strategically. Let me show you where. So you're gonna put it on the lowest point of your lip, right down the bottom here, and then on the high points, just up the top. Also a little line in the center, then we're gonna blend it. And to blend, just tap with your finger. As you can see, because of where we put the gloss, it looks like the whole lip is really glossy, full and juicy, but it's very strategic. And also the benefit with this one, it doesn't look stupid from the side. Try this out.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my product and I'm going to line. This feels so weird. Okay, and then he said to just apply a light layer of foundation on top of it. You're not gonna blend it out. So I'm literally just gonna go in with about that much foundation and blend it out. Okay. So now I need to set my face with my Rare Beauty setting spray again, because remember, this is the second time that we are setting the skin. So I'm gonna go in with my setting spray. Let's move on to the next step. He has one for setting powder as well, and I wanted to use that one.
Do you want to know how to keep your makeup set all day without it moving? Keep watching. For this, you're going to need one of the most underrated makeup tools in the whole makeup world. A powder puff. There's a reason that these were designed, and the reason is they are the best way to put on powder. So after you put on your foundation and your concealer, everything like that, all your creams, your liquids, you're going to load up your powder puff. And let me show you how to do that. You're going to take your powder puff and your powder. You're going to pour some powder right into the puff like that. You're going to fold it in half and jiggle it around. Once the powder is entirely in the puff, what you're going to do is hold it like this. You're going to press and roll. And what you're going to do is do this over your entire face. If you have any excess product, just brush it off with a brush and you're good to go.
Okay, so I think this counts as a puff. I mean, that's exactly what it is. This is a puff by Pouty Beauty. And I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder. So I guess he said to pour some into the puff. That might have been too much. I don't know. Pour some into the puff. Fold the puff and shake the puff around. All right. So now all the product is in the puff. So I guess he said to put it on and then roll it. Y'all, I'm nervous because... Okay, let's do this. Maybe I need to make sure there's a little bit more product in the tip so that I can get under my eyes. So I just put some on the tip and then I'm gonna roll the tip as well. Okay, let's try this. So I'm going to look down. This is so nerve-wracking because powder is like a big deal to me. So I'm gonna look down and I'm going to put it on and roll it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I feel like it just took the foundation, all the foundation off my cheek. Okay, I mean, I guess it works on the chin. And I need to do the other eye, so I don't know how I feel about this, you guys. Yeah, I feel like it literally just took off. I could see my acne scars again under my foundation, and I don't like that, like, at all. And I don't know, maybe I'm using the wrong type of a puff, but I'm not feeling it. Okay, I don't like that. So I'm just lightly going over everything with my sponge. I'm gonna go in with my brush because I don't like that, not one bit. I feel like all it did was took off the product on my cheeks. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know, but I just know that that was not it. I did not like that. And I couldn't even get like in the corners up here. Like I need to be able to get like in the creases because I do crease under my eyes. So I need to be able to get under there. I feel like I couldn't do that with the sponge. So I don't know. Yeah, see, when I use this, I don't feel like it picked up any of my product that was on my cheeks. Should I get a regular puff and try it again? I don't know. Comment and let me know if you guys think I should get a regular puff and try this technique again because I did not like that. Okay, so I have my base done. So we need to move on to bronzing. So let's see what he has to say about bronzing.
Do you struggle with your bronzer placement? Let me teach you how to put it on. So I think the biggest misconception with bronzer is that you put it where you contour. That's actually not true. What I find is the best places to bronze are where you'd highlight. And that is because the sun naturally hits the high points of your face, so that's how you're gonna get the best effect out of your bronzer. And when applying bronzer, you wanna use a brush that's really, really fluffy. The reason for this is smaller, more compact brushes are gonna give you a really defined line. You want it smoked out and just really natural. So you're gonna hit the top of the cheekbones and the temple. You're gonna go across the top of your forehead. My personal favorite place to put it is right on top of the nose, touching these little parts here of your cheeks. So as you can see, this is given the most natural bronzed appearance. What it's done is emulated where the sun would actually hit your face and make you look more tan or bronzed. Try this out and let me know how you go.
Okay, let's see. The biggest fluffy brush that I have is this one that I already use for everything. My blush, my bronzer, contour. So I'm gonna use this. So I'm gonna contour using the True Complexions contour palette, medium to dark, and I'm gonna take the Sculpt. Well, I'm gonna take the contour shade and I'm gonna contour with that, but I'm gonna mix the two together. Okay, so I did that. Now we're going to do the bronzer. I'm going to use the NARS Laguna bronzing powder, and I'm going to go in with that same fluffy brush. So he said to take it, I'm rubbing my brush all around in there, and you're going to put it everywhere that you basically want the sun to hit, like the high points of your cheeks, your temples. So I'm going to start off tapping it right on top of my cheeks. And he said also to take it on your nose, going from side to side. What do you guys think so far? Do you guys like my makeup like this, or are you guys feeling it how I normally do it? Low key, I'm actually liking it the way that he does it. So yeah, he also has one for blush, and you guys know I love, 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 love blush. So let's see how he says to apply it instead.
Do you hate putting on blush because you just feel like it doesn't suit you? Let me put you onto something. So I personally believe that the 80s style makeup is the best makeup of all time. And one of the most iconic staple parts of the 80s was the blush. So let me show you how to do that. Now when putting on blush, the looser the brush, the better. So you want a brush that's really, really soft and really splays out. A technique I've seen that I really don't like and I'm personally not a fan of is people telling you to smile, putting it here, and then putting it down. What happens is your cheek drops and it's gonna just drop and make you look saggy. You want the best blush application? Try this. What you're gonna do is go into your temple, upwards, and then out towards your nose. You're not gonna go past your eye. Tiny little bit on the forehead, just underneath your bronzer, and then right across your nose. Obviously, I've used colors that are really intense, so you can see it on camera, but try this out and let me know what you think.
Okay, my favorite blush is the Maui Nights. Well, this is a bronzer, but I use it as a blush. So this is the, well, I guess I should use an actual blush, right? Let me get an actual blush, hold on. Okay, so I normally use Maui Nights as a blush, and it looks like this. So on me, this is a blush, but it says it's a bronzer, so I'm gonna use an actual blush instead. This is the NARS Orgasm Blush. I'm gonna use this, and this is a brush that I got when I was in cosmetology school, when I went to school for makeup. So it's by Code Cosmetics, that's all I know. It's the number 117 brush. So he said to take your product, start at your temples, and blend towards your eyebrows, and then move down to your cheeks and blend towards your nose. I don't even know if this is picking up anything yet. And blend towards your nose. Temples, nose. Temples, nose. Oh, okay, I see it. Bring it in and then go down. Well, bring it towards your nose, but don't go past your eye. Temples, I feel like I'm not getting enough product. Can you guys even see anything? Let's see. There we go, so there's product on my brush. Temples, nose. Blend it in from your temples into your nose. Now we're gonna try his eyeliner hack, because you guys probably can't tell. Most people would assume, oh my God, you have all this eyelid space, but really guys, I have a hooded eye. You guys see this? All this is just like extra meat on my eyes, on both sides, all of this. And you see my crease? If I look straight ahead when I have my eyes open, my eyes are pretty much closed. Like my whole eyelid kind of disappears, which happens when I wear wing liner. It just looks funny, so I don't really like to wear it. But he does have an eyeliner trick for hooded eyes, so I want to see what he's talking about.
You have to stop doing your eyeliner like this. Okay, I'm kidding. But now that I have your attention, this one's for people with hooded eyes. Time for me to introduce you to the Batwing liner. If you have hooded eyes, you know eyeliner like this does not sit on your eye shape. So here's how to fix that. With your favorite liner, you're going to draw a line up starting how you would any wing. I've gone out further on this eye so you can see the difference better. After you do this, you're going to fill in your lash line. After you've done that, you're going to take a line and draw it where your crease would be and stop there. So it should look something like that, and straight on, you can see where the crease is, the line just continues. Now what you're going to do is just go down. Now you're going to fill that in and just watch what happens. And this is what it should look like. This is why it has the name Batwing, because it does look like a batwing. And this is a blessing in disguise for people with hooded eyes, because front on, if you look straight ahead, the wing looks completely normal. But then, you know, it works for a hooded eye. Try it out, let me know how you go.
Okay, let's try this out. I don't have a lot of eyeliners because I typically don't wear eyeliner because I don't like how it looks on me, but I'm going to try it using my NYX Super Skinny Eye Marker. Yep, so that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna need my mirror up close and personal for this, you guys. So I'm gonna have to set my mirror right here and let's try it. So first, he said to create a line in the natural way that you would go. Oh, that's kind of a long wing. Okay, and then he said to fill in your bottom. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so now that I have that, you guys see, typically my wing would just look so funny right here. Okay, so now he says, draw a wing to where your crease starts. So I think I'm gonna draw here. Yeah, like right here, about right there. Okay, just like that. And then he said, now just go down. I don't know if I did that right. I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Alrighty, so now we're gonna go back to the video of him talking about the perfect pout, and we're gonna watch that.
Do you want the appearance of lip filler without actually getting filler? Let's do it. First things first, with a cream contour, you're gonna outline your lips. Yeah, underneath your foundation. Just like that. Now you're not gonna blend this, and you're gonna go over it with a very light layer of foundation. Already they look so much bigger. Also, I really should have shaved this. Now you're gonna overline your lips. After you've done this, you're gonna fill it in with a very similar lipstick color. Then with a lighter lipstick that complements the color, you're gonna go only in the center. Now to put on your favorite translucent gloss. Mine is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But not everywhere. We're doing it very strategically. Let me show you where. So you're gonna put it on the lowest point of your lip, right down the bottom here, and then on the high points, just up the top. Also a little line in the center, then we're gonna blend it. And to blend, just tap with your finger. As you can see, because of where we put the gloss, it looks like the whole lip is really glossy, full, and juicy. But it's very strategic, and also the benefit with this one, it doesn't look stupid from the side. Try this out.
All right, so I'm gonna line my lips with this brown. This is in the shade Light Brown by NYX. So let's do this. He said to underline your lips, so that's what I'm gonna do. Then you're going to take a similar color and put it in the center. This is KKW Nude 4. I'm also going to take the exact lip gloss he used. This is Fenty Beauty in the shade Fenty Glow. And he said to apply right here. This feels so weird. Applying this up here on top of my lip like this feels so crazy. And then right in the center. Oh, I can already see a difference. Alright, you guys, so we have reached the end of the video, and let me just give you guys my thoughts and opinions on all of the techniques that I tried, what I liked, what I didn't like, what I learned, all those things. So for starters, for the base, as far as the primer goes, I don't really see a difference. I'm probably gonna have to wear my foundation throughout the day to notice if I see a difference. But I will say that I noticed that without using a primer, I noticed that the product didn't stick to my skin the way that it normally would. Normally my product would stick to my skin and I wouldn't see any of my acne scars or anything like that once I apply my product. But I noticed that without using a primer, it does not stick to my foundation doesn't stick to my skin, which kind of, I don't know, it still works without a primer, but at the same time, I want my foundation to stick to my skin so that way it covers my acne scars, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I will not be using a primer. I personally love my Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I don't think I'm gonna be stopping using it anytime soon. I love it. I personally don't think that it is a waste of money. Moving on to the next step. So when I did the whole setting my face after every, after every step, I noticed that right now my makeup looks so bomb. It looks so flawless. You can't even tell that I have acne scarring or acne right now at the moment, active acne. And I love the fact that my skin looks so freaking smooth. So maybe not using a primer and adding the setting spray after every step did help. So for that reason, I'm gonna say, I mean, it was a plus for me. I feel like you can never set your face too many times. So maybe I'll wear this throughout the day and then I'll check back in with you guys in a couple days when I do my next video and let you guys know how I thought about it. As far as the wing liner, I kind of had a little bit of trouble with it. I feel like it definitely worked. I love it so much more, but I just feel like I just can't get it down. Like, I don't know which lid am I supposed to be drawing to, because as you guys can see, I have 2 extra creases. So I'm like, am I drawing it to this one, or am I going up and drawing it to the very, very top one? Like, which one am I drawing my wing to, my bat eye wing to? But even just doing the little technique that he showed me, I love it. I love, love, love my wing. I'm gonna do it like this from now on because I feel like you can actually see my wing. I feel like at first when I was doing it, if you watch my video that I posted on Monday and look at my wing liner, it was cute, but I feel like it did not look like this. So I'm happy with it, and I'm gonna give this a thumbs up and say that this hack works as well. And then the blush and the bronzer and the contour situation, love it. I normally do my bronzer, blush, and stuff like that anyways. So I really love the way that this turned out, but I've never done the blush on the bronzer on the nose and not like contoured it. But I am obsessed. I feel so bronzed. I feel so warm. I feel sexy. My skin matches the rest of my body. But yeah, I love it. So that hack worked. It is a plus for me. Do you guys see these lips? Like, they look so voluptuous and kissable and sexy. I love it. 10 out of 10. Definitely gonna do it. I'm no longer putting lip gloss over my whole entire lip. This is how I am wearing my lip gloss. My lips look so pouty. They look so much bigger. You guys know I want to get lip filler. If you guys don't know that, I want to get lip filler so bad. And I see why he named this, the title that he named it, like pouty lips without filler type of thing, because that's exactly what it is. I am here for it. So yeah, make sure you guys go follow him on TikTok. If you guys are not following him, I will leave his TikTok right here. And follow me on TikTok because I definitely just uploaded a few cute little TikToks. So go check those out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.